So when last we left our heroes, who wants to recap?
We needed to loot.
Demons do not want us to go to Candlekeep with that shield. They want it themselves. We didn't let them stop us.
So you got the loot on the soldiers just had armor and weapons, everything they had on. So it's long swords, shields, and I think it's split mail. Yeah, split mail. And heavy crossbows if anyone wants those. But I don't think there's anything else to loot. The horse, unless you want 2 draft horses and a cart full of hay.
I shoot one of their horses and start preparing it for cooking for a big feast tonight. Celebratory victory.
we want some horses.
Now we have more than enough horses for everyone, I think.
All right.
If only I knew how to ride one.
How hard could it be?
I don't know. I stood on one's back, so can't be too hard.
You can manage it. Yeah. That's the end of this encounter, so you guys have a 5-day journey to Candlekeep if you want to talk about what you do at campfire, who does watches. I have some box text to read you at some point.
I cook horse meat tonight.
Sounds good. Does that mean we're going to get a long rest?
Oh, yeah.
I lead the group in a campfire song.
I'm also going to talk to, now they're sober, I hope, talk to Gretlock about enchanting his axe, or infusing it, I should.
Oh, sounds great. Why didn't you say something before?
You wouldn't let me take it. You were too drunk. Thought I was stealing
I think
it.
I would have remembered that.
Do you remember the night before we left at all?
I remember I had fun.
That's all that counts.
I work on the next long rest to infuse his axe, making it +1. It works just like a +1 axe. It's magic, additional damage and attack.
So how long does that last?
Until I decide to change it to something else, or up to 3 days after I die.
Alright.
So you can kill him with it. Nice.
If memory serves, Una was the conspirator, the lead, right?
Yeah, that's what I recall.
That's right. That bumped my intelligence modifier up when we leveled, so it's 4 days after I die.
So now that the bad guys are dead, what do you think? I mean, I was just giving you papers. Did you have any plans?
Nothing set in stone.
Okay, just thought I'd check.
While you're settling down for dinner the first night with horse meat, Rhea wants to tell y'all a story. She says it was over a century past that the Great Troubles began. Fiends roamed the lands to the north and west of Elturel. Fields were despoiled, livestock slaughtered, homes razed, and people dragged off to a terrible and unknowable fate. Terror gripped the hearts of all. The city's cavalry rode across the land, striking down fiends wherever they found them and suffering fearful losses. But it was never enough. For every fiend they destroyed, it seemed as though two more appeared elsewhere. The ruler of Elturel, the High Rider, asked his people to pray to the gods for aid. To everyone's astonishment, a mighty angel entered the city the next day. Her name was Zariel, which means companion of light. The prayers of Elturel had been heard and help had come. Zariel located the gate through which the fiends were entered the natural world and on the fields of dead west of the city. Zariel declared that she would lead the cavalry into Avernus, destroying the infernal host that was amassing there and striking a great blow against the forces of darkness. The High Riders sent out the riders of Elturel, now numbering many thousands, with Zariel at their head, riding a golden mastodon. With a great cry, Zariel and her army charged through the gates. The legions of Avernus trembled and buckled, but did not crumble. Zariel was defeated, and the remnants of her army returned to Elturel, overcome with their grief at the loss of their glorious general, but confident that the lords of the Nine Hells would think twice about threatening Elturel again. There are great celebrations to honor the valiant cavalry knights who became known as the Hell Riders from that day on. And that's why I want to be a Hell Rider.
Cool story, bro. Have you considered setting it to music? Like, the part with the mastodon's pretty metal.
I have not.
Mastodon. So, Rhea, what do you think about these cultists having a statue of Zariel?
They must have stolen it from Elturel or something. The stories all say Zariel was a great angel of light. Don't understand why they would put her in a place of honor. They should be putting her in a place of dishonor.
You're saying he's an angel of light, so he's made of air?
Not real light. Astral light from the astral planes.
So he's made of astral air?
Look, I'm not a theologian or a cosmologist. I just know what the stories say.
So I imagine we're all sitting around a campfire.
Yep.
Swapping stories.
Yep. If anyone wants to have conversations or anything, otherwise I can just read what happens over 4 days. The roads are safe enough that there's no random encounters.
I start composing a song about Zariel.
Roll, performance would be to play the song, but what about writing the song?
Probably the same.
I would think so.
Alright, we'll give you a performance check.
Natural one.
No.
Might need some work on that one.
Every time you sing a verse, Rhea cringes and
Zariel was something or another. I forget he was. But Zariel was an angel, man. Maybe he was just an angel. But he was Zariel.
Was Zariel a man?
I mean, angels are technically genderless. I don't know what their pronoun is. I had to guess, looking at the picture on the front of the book, female. So she. Yep. No, Zariel declared that she would. So she lady. Angel.
Yeah, so
By the story.
so I guess my song is mostly about how hot Zariel was.
Hot
Speaking of
as hell.
Zariel.
Yeah. That's the name of the song, Hot as Hell.
So you end up with a song that's pretty good, but not in the way you intend. It's not honoring Zariel. You should probably not play it in front of any Hell Riders or Faithful.
Yeah, I'm just
Play
gonna
it in
roll.
every tavern I go to. Got it.
I'm just gonna roll my experimental elixir table for whatever will be the final long rest before our next encounter, whatever that is. At point rolling
Okay.
every single.
I'm gonna talk to Guinevere.
What's shaking?
Guinevere, what brings a drow to the surface?
The most dire of needs. Don't really want to talk about it too much, but I need to gather gold.
How much?
I don't even know. A lot. Enough to impress a noble drow family.
Buying a title?
No, just trying to take care of my family.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Trying to marry an aristocrat?
Or like you wouldn't understand.
Because I've got a lot of songs about that.
It's said that some alchemists can turn lead into gold. It's one of the secrets I was hoping to research in Baldur's Gate.
Ah, that's interesting. Let me know if I can help with the experiments. I'm not very smart, but I do seem to have a lot of power for some reason.
Blaster pipes up. You know, if you're looking to research, Candlekeep is a great place to start. Lots of good books there. Did you know that to get into Candlekeep, you have to give them a book that they don't already have in their library? Very interesting toll.
I
I'll
knew
just get-
that. I was looking for a book in Infernal, a rare book in Baldur's Gate, but I did not find it.
I was not aware of that, but I can get to start writing a book myself on my own research. If I work on it, I should have something ready. They'll definitely won't have a copy of that.
Well, just give them a copy of my song lyrics.
There you go.
I'm going to get to work writing my orcish, the results of my orcish experiments.
Do you have a
In
title of
alchemy.
that book yet?
I'm thinking of one. The essence of all things, I think I'm going to call it.
Oh. Anyone else have any things they want to do in the next days before they get to Candlekeep?
Going to be exercising, meditating, and taking a lot of catnip.
Did anyone bring any booze?
I'm a
Didn't you sell all
dwarf.
the wine?
I may have misplaced all the wine I had.
I actually have some skill at brewing if you can get me the supply. True, I have brewer's kit and proficient.
It's going to take 5 days.
Yep.
I will say I use 13 catnips.
Oh. By the way, I pick up a heavy crossbow from one of those guys.
Yep. And you could probably get like 10 or so bolts
Alrighty.
if you needed bolts. Okay. Over the past 4 days, the weather on the coastway has gradually worsened. Dark clouds release heavy rain until the roads run thick with mud, yet you trudge on, passing by friendly merchant caravans heading. On the morning of the 5th day, the rain subsides, but the dark clouds remain. Ahead, you see a path branch from the wider road, heading to the sea. A raven perches solemnly on a leaning post, bearing 2 signs that point like arms towards the west. One says, "The Way of the Lion," the other says, "Candlekeep."
What's the Way of the Lion?
I think it's just the name of the road. I mean, roll history.
Woohoo! That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, the Way of the Lion is just literally the road to Candlekeep. Where is the... I'm supposed to have a picture I can show you. Here it is. That's Candlekeep.
Complete with dragons?
I think they are flying around. Although whether they're dragons or griffins or drakes or some other magical beasts.
That's pretty cool.
The afternoon sun shines through the clouds to illuminate the gray walls and pale spires of a time-worn fortress that stands majestically atop a rocky promontory overlooking the sea. The trail leads straight to... At the gatehouse, you are greeted by 3 monks in purple robes, a human, a shield dwarf, and a sun elf. Around their necks hang holy symbols of Danir, god of writing, whose symbol is the lit candle above one eye. "Welcome to Candlekeep," says the elf in common. "A gift is required from those seeking admittance. You must donate a book or scroll that isn't already in the library's archives. Please present your gift for inspection."
So, 1 gift per person or 1 gift for the whole group?
1 gift will allow us to let your entire party in.
I present my
Alright,
book
what we got?
that I wrote.
There's no way you've written an entire book in 3 days. 5 days.
It's a small
Oh,
book.
Maybe it's a scroll.
I give them the scroll with the song lyrics.
So they
More
pick
of a
up the
treatise
scroll.
than a book, we'll say.
Okay, they'll take both of those in hand. You see their holy symbols glow as they read the thing, the treatise and the song lyrics.
Can they read Orc?
Yeah, they worship the god of writing. They can read all books. So we already rolled performance for the song lyrics. Do you want to roll Arcana for your treatise?
Sure.
Getting these bad rules out of the way. Nice.
They don't have to be good books, do they?
No, they don't. Nothing about quality. This is just more for like their reaction to it. They're very skeptical of
Originality
these.
is all that matters.
They're very skeptical of these books. We will enter these into our library, although they may be of limited faculty. Welcome to Candlekeep.
Limited faculty? Excuse me?
You're gonna have to explain what
great
those
offense
words
to
mean.
I happen to be the greatest genius my village has ever known.
Be that as it may, the world is larger than your.
Genius is never recognized in its own time. Believe me, I know.
This is just prejudice against orcish kind, isn't it? You just don't like us because we're orc.
Now, anyone who values learning is welcome to Candlekeep.
I mean, I don't value learning, but I'm going in anyway.
We just never mind what I said. Welcome to Candlekeep.
That's better.
Damn straight.
So Candlekeep, there's pretty much everything a settlement would have here. There's a bar, places to sleep. There's lots of places to learn. Phalaster is pushing you to go see his patron, Silvira Savicus, right away, but you're welcome to do whatever.
Is there a blacksmith here?
Yeah, there's probably a blacksmith. It doesn't say in the list. It does say it's a self-sufficient settlement, and you would definitely need a blacksmith.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try and find some books on alchemy.
So I want to sell all these daggers I've been hauling around so I can get 12 gold for 12 daggers. And then I want to spend those 12 gold on crossbow.
All right. Being in the wild, Candlekeep definitely has need of defenses, so they would be able to supply your needs.
Is it a walled city?
Let me look back at that handout. Yes, there is a wall.
Awesome.
It's like a fortress almost. Well, it's literally described as a fortress. Let's see. So we have Zolka going to the library, Grethlok going to the blacksmith. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm following Zolkug. I'd like to go to the library as well.
I guess I'll see if there's any local bounty boards to look.
I'm gonna go to the blacksmith as well, see if he has any techniques that maybe I haven't seen before.
Where do we all want to meet up? Is there one inn or are there multiple inns?
There's just the one. It's called the Hearth.
Okay, we'll meet at the hearth. Sorry.
And we can say you got there like noonish. So you have like half a day to spend one.
Meet at the hearth tonight.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. Maybe you can book a gig there. Grethlok.
That's what I do.
All right, so let's start off with the library. So there's nothing specifically described as like this person's in the library. You'll find a bunch of monks and a crap ton of books. There will be a monk will ask you for payment to browse the shelves. That's the word, shelves. Sorry.
How much?
1 gold for a day, he says.
I hand him a gold.
I mean, since it's half a day, I can give you 5 silver.
We don't do half rates, sir.
Oh,
The guy is like very skeptical that you're actually here to learn, and he's gonna keep a close eye on you too.
okay. I give him a gold.
Well, I take my studies seriously. I'm going to diligently delve into alchemy research.
All right, give me an investigation roll. Nice. You definitely have a lot of interesting research there. There's some theories on the application of certain chemicals that you hadn't thought of before. But I don't think there's anything in particular I can give you for studying in a library.
Yeah, that's fine.
What are you up to, Defiant, while you're in the library?
I was very disappointed that the book I opened, the Book of the Hell Riders, was cut open. You know,
Yeah.
out. So I'd like to investigate the Hell Riders and Zariel.
Okay.
Infernal, if I can find any Infernal books on that.
Okay. Make an.
That doesn't have to be.
I guess you can make an investigation roll too, or a history roll, or whatever. 13.
The same.
While you're looking for the books, you find that most of the ones the monks lead you to are checked out.
Dude.
They tell you that Silvira Savicus has all the books on Zariel, the Hell Riders. So you should probably talk with her. Feels kind of like shitty to say, but I would assume that the person studying the people has all the books.
Yep.
Let's see. So the blacksmith is named Gorstag Evanwood. He is a human, bushy, dark brown hair. He's pretty short, but like thick. He's just banging on a horseshoe near the. Una, if you want to make a, is there a crafting roll in this game?
Maybe like a tools proficiency
Yeah,
check, something like
if
that.
you make a smithing proficiency, you can see whether he's even how well he fares.
Come on.
Yeah, you're just kind of distracted by something. Maybe it's just
Ooh, shiny.
yeah.
All that shiny steel.
One there. Two.
I mean, the low rolls are pretty
And another
impressive.
one. Come on, guys. Let's get new dice.
Yeah, let's just reset. Log out and log back in. That's how it works, right? Where were you going, Quinair? I don't remember for some reason.
I'm an urban bounty hunter back in Baldur's Gate, so I was going to check out the local bounty board to see if there were any jobs that might look rewarding.
Right, so that would be at the Hearth. So let me give you a little bit of introduction to that. It's you walk into the main room and it's a pub, so there's a lot of people. Not too many people because it's early afternoon, but it's definitely a busy pub in the evening. It's got a low ceiling supported by massive wooden crossbeams with narrow shuttered windows. A large fire pit in the middle of the room is surrounded by a half dozen tables and matching benches. There is one interesting person in the pub. It's an ogre wearing a magic-looking headband.
And okay, does it look like a guest, or does it look like the proprietor, or?
He's not behind he's just sitting in a corner reading a book.
Is there someone behind the bar?
Yeah, there's a let me see who it is. There's a sorry, I found an NPC generator for all these people. I'm trying to figure out who's what. It's like, all right, I don't need a quarryman or a butcher or a tonner. I need a bar. Where is it? All right, here we go. It's an Aarakocra. Oh, Aarakocra named Quaff. So I don't know if you know what an Aarakocra, like a bird person. Above average height, life, body, kind of, but bird lady.
Okay. You said Quaff?
Quaff, Quaf, apparently is her name.
All right. That's how pretty fitting for a barkeep, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to take a seat at the bar and try to catch the attention of Quaff.
She walks over
it's
and
the afternoon. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
New in town here, looking to make some extra money. Do you guys have a bounty system or anything like?
No, we don't. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I just can't do
It's
that.
okay. We get the point.
No, there's no bounty system here. We tend to avoid trouble where we can. Although maybe one of the archmages here will have jobs for you. I don't know if they post them anymore.
Okay, thanks for your help. All right, so then I'll go talk. I'll go, walk up to the ogre wearing a magic headband. Say, good afternoon.
Good evening, Madam Drow. How are you doing this fine afternoon?
It's a pleasant surprise. You're very well spoken for an ogre.
Well, you can thank this headband for that.
Very interesting. May
I don't suppose you're interested in my story.
Well, I'm a practitioner of magic myself, so sounds interesting. What have you?
A couple of years ago, I was with other ogres rampaging across the wilderness when I found a halfling with a gold headband that I wanted. So naturally, I ripped his head off and ate the rest of his body. But when I put the headband on, I suddenly realized I could think. And then I felt shame, regret. I felt like I'd been living incorrectly, so I was compelled to come to Candlekeep and learn the correct way to live.
Have you found that to be fulfilling?
I'm still trying to figure out the correct way you live. You see, every religion has their own ideas on what is good and what is evil, what is right and what is wrong. Trying to find the one that works for me is taking quite a while.
Yes, I'm very familiar with the struggle of evil and good. I'm new in town here. I'm looking to make some extra coin. Would you happen to have any leads?
I don't say that I have any leads. I do know that. Double check something real quick. No, I can't say that I do have any leads, good sir. Good madam, I'm sorry. When you're my height, everyone looks the same.
Understandable. Okay, well, keep me in mind if anything pops up. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I will, and if you'd ever like to discuss the finer points of theology, you know where to find me.
I'd like to roll insight on everything the guy said, see if I detect any interesting hints.
Sure. Let me find the stat block for this guy. Not that he's actively trying to hide anything, or is he?
Well, I'll know. Got a
Oh.
critical success.
Nothing about what he said seems like he was lying or trying to hide something from.
Okay.
Very weird, though. It's a very weird thing that happened there. The Forgotten Realms is a weird place.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else my character should try to do here, I'll pass the baton.
All right. I think that's unless anyone has something they want to do before heading to bed. I mean, I figured you guys would want to talk to. So, Phalaster, I want you to talk to Salvera as soon as you can. But you guys want to do it in the morning? You can do it tonight.
Trying to get still kind of like a motivation for my character to want to do that. Still a little unclear.
Cash.
Was
Making
there
deals
any
with
promised
devils?
rewards? I don't know.
I mean, Hell has a lot of money.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, it's like you could literally make a deal with the devil to get what you want if you really want something badly.
Yeah, but Lolth doesn't like devils, you said, so I don't know.
Yeah, and Lolth wanted you to go. I know.
Oh, that's right. That's
kind of
right. We got those visions.
ham-fisted,
I forgot about
but
that.
At the end of the day, the adventure wants you to go to Hell. There's a lot of fun stuff to do there. That's why I want you to go.
All right. Go to hell in the most polite way possible.
And you're almost there. You're like that. You're that close.